Hello. I know this is supposed to be a comedy channel, but I've decided to break away from it and talk about things that actually really wind me up. And if nothing else, is a way of venting my anger at what happens here in life, actually. I mean, modern society, you are getting out of control. I mean, what can we say? But without me going too far off topic, I want to stay on topic. And this particular video it's aimed at parents, but I know parents will never actually watch this because they don't know how to use a laptop. I kid. I'm sure loads of you know use a laptop out there. But the thing that's pissing me off is obviously I'm an avid gamer and I play 18-year-old games because I'm 28. I'm allowed to. And what annoys me is when you're on one of these games and you get attacked by a 10-year-old. And you think to yourself, why are you on these games? You are 10. You should not be on these games. And this makes me think. I mean, I've got various games. I mean, I have an Xbox One. I mean, there are also, PlayStation 4s and all that. I mean, there we go, 18 for Batman Arkham Knight. Elder Scrolls, 18. Titanfall, 60. That's a 16-year-old game. Halo 5, 16. Grand Theft Auto, 18. This is a big one. And of course, the biggest is obviously Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, parents, you might be thinking to yourself, why are they 18-year-old games? Well, Grand Theft Auto, well, it says so right here on the back. Violence, bad language, scenes of a sexual nature. You could actually walk into a strip club and get a topless dance by a girl, and yet you are letting your 10-year-old play this 18-year-old game. Let's move it on. Halo 5 is a 16-year-old game, but I know younger than that playing it. Now this one gets for violence. It is violent. It's not the violence of games you can pick up, but the whole game is you shooting things. Moving on. Black Ops. This is 18, and this got it for violence and bad language. Now there is actually really no campaign per se. The bad language will be coming from the online part of this. People will go online, they will have mics, and they will swear. This is live. When you die, you will swear because of this factor. Let's see, what else we got? We've got Batman. You spend all game beating people up. And it's not like you hit them and they fall over. This is very graphic beating up. I think at one point you get injected by something. Elder Scrolls, what they got that for? This is for violence. It's just a game where you decapitate things, basically. There is a bit of violence on there, but again, it's an online game and people will swear. Titanfall, what they got that for? They got that for violence and bad language. To be fair, it's probably one of the more mild ones. But again, you spend the whole game shooting things. And there are various other games out there which they are 18. But let's be fair, you can buy perfectly good games for your children without having to go above the pegi rating. I mean, Fonza. Brilliant racing game. Very, very realistic. Graphics, awesome. And it's got an online mode, and you can play with Top Gear, and there's a 10-card anniversary pack with this one, anyway. I don't know if it comes with it. That's only a pegi 3. A pegi 3, and yet it's a brilliant game. Yet you want to go out and buy that, when you could buy that. Also, another massive, massive game in, well, everything is Minecraft. Now, this is only a pegi 17, 7 even, 17, I don't think I do a pegi 17, and all that's got is fear and violence, and the violence isn't even all that bad. You hit something, it turns red, and eventually you've hit it enough, and it falls over, and it drops green experience. So, I think the whole thing I'm trying to get along with this video is, instead of just buying the game, because young Timmy says, "Mummy, I need this game," actually find out what's in the game. And then you will discover, especially with titles like GTA 5, Black Ops 3, it's just not suitable. And sometimes it's not about what's in the game. Remember, a lot of games are going online now. I mean, Grand Theft Auto has an online lobby, which is brilliant if you're 18 and you understand the way life is. But when you're only 10, 12, 8, it's going to seem like a whole new experience, which I don't think that you as a parent wanted your children to know about. But because you haven't fully investigated the game, you've just picked it up and paid for it, you didn't realise what you were getting yourself into and what you were exposing your young child to. I mean, when I was a kid, none of this was about, so, I mean, the most violent thing I could watch was wrestling on TV, and everyone knows that's fake. And my dad hated wrestling, so I never watched it. But that's beside the point. The point is, becoming more and more accessible. And us as parents, I mean, I say us as parents, I'm only a parent to be, but it doesn't stop me getting wound up about it. Is under the place where I want to sort of educate people. I mean, and you've got to be careful. Always remember the rule 34. If it exists, there is a porno version. And I know that sounds horrible, but it's true. Some things that can seem perfectly innocent won't be perfectly innocent. Other things that will seem completely outrageous are completely outrageous. But I'm just saying, just be more careful when you're buying your games for your children. I mean, if you don't know what's in them and you're curious, I would say just stick by the pegi rating. But of course, if your child, or you believe your child is more advanced than that, then ask. Or go on YouTube. There are plenty and plenty of people who will show you gameplay, will show you, will have their comments on the games, will have their opinions on the games, and you'll know what you're picking up your child. So when next time young Timothy asks for that 18-year-old game, do your research, find out why it's 18, find out if you accept the point, accept bringing that into your child's life, and then you might find that some of the games you've picked up for him, you didn't want him to see. By the time you picked it up and they've played the first 10 minutes, it's too late. So please, do your research before you just decide to do it. Thank you. Like, subscribe, or not. I mean, this is just me ranting, so it's up to you, I suppose. But thank you for watching.